If you're gay, then you're gay. Don't pretend that you're straight. You could be who you are any day of the week.
Lately I got this feeling, I don't know what's the meaning, but I know it's strong, and it's over you. All I want, still be home with you. Oh, oh, I'm coming right back. Oh, oh, living without you is a no. I'm coming right back. Oh, 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 I wish you were here. Yeah, I wish you were here. Music is better, and lights are brighter when you are near. And I'm making it clear, the music is better. And right now I just wish you were here. Oh, oh, right now I just wish you were here. Oh, oh, right now I just wish you were here. At night, a different city, bright lights, should be pretty, but they can't compare no to the light from blue. All I want right now is to be home with you. Oh, oh, and I'm coming right back. Oh, oh, living without you is a no. I'm coming right back. Oh, 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 I wish you were here. Yeah, I wish you were here. Music is better, and lights are brighter when you are near. And I'm making it clear, the music is better. And right now I just wish you were here. Oh, oh, right now I just wish you were here. Oh, oh, right now I just wish you were here. Oh, right now I just wish you were here. Oh, oh, right now I just wish you were here.
Can't wait till you come back home. I know it's late home to a brother phone. It's so hard getting bothered alone, so call me back, leave a message with the tone. I know, you know, I know we can make it fly. It's been too long since I've looked into your eyes, and I'm waiting. Sorry, back, bring a shine boy, keep it in front of the past. Car plus train, go and get a cab, or just lie here. Step back, watch your back, did you copy? I was a puzzle piece when you saw me. Our future, I see it so clear, and right now
I wish you were here. Yeah, I wish you were here. Music is better, and lights are brighter when you are near. Now we're making it clear, the music is better. And right now I just wish you were here. Oh, oh, right now I just wish you were here. Oh, oh, right now I just wish you were here. Oh, right now I just wish you were here. Oh, right now I just wish you were here.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Sonic1245 here. That apparently is Cody Simpson featuring Becky G in Wish You Were Here. Hope you guys enjoyed that song. That is one of my that song was that was one of the texts that I texted one of my a couple boyfriends ago. His name was Brian, but I'm not here to talk about him, and who gives a fuck. So today, in the last chapter, chapter 15, Attitude, I don't even remember what happened, but I'm going to read the, where is the ending? Okay, so I'm going to read the last part of chapter 15. We're doing chapter 16 today, Adrenaline. He giggled as I laid my arms across my stomach. He lifted his head enough to press his soft lips against my cheek. Then I felt my cheeks grow warm, even though I was glad it was too dark in the room for him to notice me blush. It felt really nice. He took my hand in his and intertwined our fingers. I love you so much. I smiled and brought his hand up to my lips. I love you so much. I love you more, he quickly said back. I felt his smile against my cheek. Don't even start with me, I replied. He laughed softly and squeezed my hand. He closed his eyes and said quietly, I really love you, though. I smiled and slowly ran my fingers through his hair. His body relaxed against mine. His breathing became slower and deeper. Once he was asleep, I carefully pulled him a bit closer, then whispered, I really love you, too. Chapter 17, Adrenaline. Whoa, 3 A's in a row. Jay's point of view. My eyelids lifted just enough for my eye to make out the dark shapes of furniture in the room. Dark shapes? Yeah, it was still night when I woke up. I wasn't sure why I couldn't sleep, nor did I understand why I was now alone. I sat up slowly and rubbed my eyes to waken myself up. It wasn't helpful, just like I hadn't been helpful in the past 6 or 7 days now. My eyes glided over the room and landed on the bathroom door. No lights. I slid off the bed and opened the bedroom door. I slowly made my way to the bathroom. On the other side of the house, my footsteps sounded like belonging to a 300-pound man, but maybe it was just my paranoia. I hate being in the dark. Let alone I wasn't sure who was in the house, if anyone at all. No lights from the bathroom either. In fact, there was no single beam or light in the entire house as far as I knew. I carefully made my way down the wooden stairs, sliding my hand against the wall as a guide. Why would Drake have just left? If I wasn't tired from the lack of sleep that I piled over the last week, maybe I would have been able to be awake long enough to make him stay. And if he didn't listen, and if he didn't listen to me, I could have forced myself to go along with him whenever. I think that's wherever, yeah. Wherever he went, despite his protest. It's unfortunate for the problem solving that we were both stubborn as boards. But it doesn't matter right now. I was more worried about where Drake was than the disappointment of our difficult nature. As I approached the door, I wiped my sweaty hands on my jeans and let out a deep breath. Why was I so nervous? It's funny that I even asked myself that. I knew exactly why I was nervous. That wasn't a new feeling, not knowing where Drake is in the middle of the night, but that didn't make it any easier. My fingers wrapped around the door handle, another deep breath, and I slowly pulled the door open and stepped out on the porch. My head turned to the right and then back to the left, looking around. I felt the muscles of my neck tightening from fear. The neighborhood, to put in the simplest way, was dark. All I could see in the distance was dim street lights that created a small glowing circle on the ground below them. There was no obvious difference between the grass on the edge of the sidewalk and the street. My eyes fell down to the step off the porch. I wasn't even sure where to start. I was about to step away and I heard, away from the damn door, smart one. How about I step away from the damn door, smart one? I rolled my eyes and the voice in my head. I hate it when it's right. It's annoying. Taking a step off the porch into the chilly summer night's breeze brushed against my neck. Chills ran down my body, though. Only some were from the cool air. The sidewalk began to move underneath me as I walked past the neighbor's house. I couldn't find anywhere to focus my eyes on. Everything freaked me out, especially the windows and the cars and the uninviting darkness behind the layers of bricks that made up by the houses. I decided to count my footsteps. It was only consistent noise, besides the light rustling and the leaves against the wind. 1, 2, 3, 4, I whispered, each footstep, one after another. I found satisfaction in my accepting counting skills at the level of paranoia I was sinking into. My eyes scanned the houses as I passed by, searching for any sign of Drake. Counting kept my mind busy, until I was distracted by a soft thudding behind me. Another set of sneakers were hitting the concrete, and they were moving fast. My breathing instantly sped up. Someone was following me. Behind me, before my mind could catch up where I was heading, my feet were flying underneath me. Stop running! I flinched to the sound of an unfamiliar voice. I didn't stop. The thudding behind me began less apparent, but I didn't slow down at all. Honestly, I didn't know I could run that fast. I guess it was the adrenaline is for it. I guess that's what adrenaline. My lungs couldn't keep up with the air I needed, and pain slowly crept into my chest. I caught sight of a similar house with long walls and cut grass heading behind it. I checked behind me to make sure no one was watching me. I sat down against the house. What the hell, I breathed, running my hand through my hair. I reached into my pocket and pulled out my phone. 3:47 a.m. I sat in the grass and stretched my legs out in front of me. My muscles had tightened as soon as I stopped running. Wait, my phone. I haven't even tried to call Drake. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I picked up my phone and punched his number. I pressed the phone against my ear. It rang once. Is someone over here? There was the voice again. Then sneakers grazed against the grass. Then vibration, like the phone was on silent. It stopped after 5 rings. Was I hearing Drake's phone? I stood up, my legs arching. I took a small step forward, peering around the edge of the house wall, and I called Drake. I called Drake again and stared at the ground, listening carefully. The vibrations began again. They got closer. I looked up and froze. Looking for this? A boy was standing 3 feet in front of me, holding out a phone that vibrated in his hands. My eyes stared at Drake's phone, then slowly crept up to his face, searching for something I recognize the darkness made it difficult to make out any obvious features except for his droopy eyes and red hair. Oh boy. That fell just above them. Aaron. Ooh, gosh, so Aaron's there. Oh my, jeez, this is getting pretty good. It's just, why haven't they had sex yet? I know I might sound like a really crazy sex addict, but I'm like, hello, can you guys just do it already? You guys are dating already. Alright, so that's the end of this chapter. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. And until next time, gays, okay, just ask the GSA. Mwah.